Libra, and welcome to your weekly love tarot messages. This reading is for Libra Ascendant, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. And for those cross-watching, we're going to take a look and see what the cards predict for you for the upcoming week. It's going to be a general reading. If you're after a personal one, feel free to reach out and inquire. My email address is going to be listed below the video. Okay, wow, okay. There is a pain that I feel like still lingers in your energies, okay? It is, it could be heartbreak, it could be grief, loss, hurt, pain, resentment, anger as well, a breakup, a betrayal. It's an emotional anguish. It's pretty intense, okay? And it may have happened recently, and maybe that's why the energies feel so intense and feel so raw. There's a lot of things, it's exposed. There's been a very painful or volatile ending, and it's exposed a lot of things. It's exposed a lot of things about the individual that you were dealing with, even about yourself and the relationship that you have had. It may have happened recently. It may not have happened recently, but I feel like the aftermath of this tower moment that you've had, and maybe it's been a few tower moments, one after another, it still lingers, okay? And it's just, it feels like the cards are indicating that, some of you are on the road to recovery, but unfortunately it takes time. Everyone's journey to healing and wellness is unique. It's individual to them specifically, and sometimes people linger on pain, people linger on certain moments, people linger because they're not ready to move on. And maybe this is why it's still why the energies are still lingering for you, because you're lingering, okay? You're still lingering and fixated on the heartbreak and the betrayal, and you haven't processed that, and maybe you're internalizing and you've not externalized any of that. Maybe you're just not ready, okay? Maybe it all comes down to the fact that you're not ready to accept what's happened, or you're not ready to, you could still be in denial, okay? So you might still be, even though you know that it's over between you and a certain person, or that the situation has come to an end, you're not ready to accept it because you're in denial of it, okay? And if you're not ready, you're not ready, okay? You will know when you're ready to move forward. You will know when you're ready to accept this loss, this heartbreak or betrayal. And if that's not now, then, so be it. For some of you, though, I do feel like with the Three of Swords, it's an energy of emotional healing. It's an energy of cleansing. It's an energy of purging, okay? You are manifesting recovery. You're manifesting healing. You're manifesting, getting back out there, okay? The tower moment has happened for you because it's been a blessing in disguise. I know, guys, it probably doesn't feel like it. I know it probably feels really uncomfortable and painful, and it probably has, in many ways, you might have felt like it's, it's torn down a lot of things for you. It's your world as you know it is no longer recognizable, because in comes this tower moment, this storm, and it's just this tornado, and it's just, ravaged everything that you've known about this person and about this relationship. The thing is, a lot of the times the tower is symbolic of a foundational structure that is outdated. So, the relationship that you had built up with this person, maybe it was one that was built on lies, deception and illusion, okay? Especially with the appearance of the magician here, because back in the day, the magician, he was a street scam artist, okay? So he is a little bit of a deceptive energy, and maybe the connection that you had with this person, they weren't who you thought they were, and the connection wasn't what you thought it was, okay? You've taken so much at face value that you did not look beyond the illusion that they had built up, and the tower moment crumbled because everything that you've built up with this person essentially was built up on bricks of illusion, okay? So the foundational structure is a little outdated. It needs renovating. There may be a second chance though, okay? The tower crumbles because it's your chance to renovate. It might be a chance for you to, wipe out the false starts that you've had with this person, okay? And, build a new tower, one that is based on truth and honesty and transparency, okay? Or it just might be that this is the end of the road for you and this person. It just might be that this is no longer, because some things go beyond repair, right? Some things cannot be repaired. I mean, you can stitch it back up together and you can glue it back up together, but it will always be fractured. It'll always be broken somewhere, right? So for some of you, maybe this goes beyond repair, okay? And what this is a lesson, okay? Some people are a blessing, some people are a lesson, some people are both. And maybe this is, maybe you have certain shadow aspects of your individual self, or you had certain shadow aspects about this connection that needed to be embraced, that needed to be looked at, diagnosed, and needed to be healed and worked on, okay? So I think it's a blessing in disguise, because either A, you've dodged a bullet with this person, unfortunately you had to learn some painful lessons, or B, if this is your person and if they love you as much as they say they do, they would be willing to prove it. And it's a chance for you to wipe clean the slate of all these false starts and all these negativities and deceptions that you've had with them, and start again brand new, build a new foundational structure. Because at the end of the day, you've got a lot of, I know you've been through a storm, okay? I mean, look at the energies here. I know you've been through a storm, okay? I know you've been through some things that have been hurtful, that have been painful for you, but the sun is going to shine again, okay? And essentially, out of this storm and out of this tower moment, it's shown a light. It's shown a light on some of these dark aspects that needed embracing, okay? It shone a light. It dragged into the light some of these shadow aspects about yourself, or some of these shadow aspects about the relationship. So it was really a blessing in disguise. And again, I know it doesn't feel like it, but it's either going to allow you to remove this person from your life, okay? Or it's going to allow you to take on a fresh emotional start with this individual. For some of you, I do think you've romanticized this person, and you've romanticized this situation to a point where I don't think you looked past beyond the illusion, or you looked past beyond the deception. Because the truth is, I think, and again, it might not all have, look, I think it's important for you to know that it may not have been all this person's fault. Some of it is self-inflicted. You've come up as a 10 of swords and the 3 of swords. Sometimes, and I'm just being honest with you, sometimes, Libra guys, you put yourself in a situation where you end up getting hurt, okay? Because you put yourself in a situation where you have relationships, even though they're the same type of relationships, but they're with different people. So you ultimately seek relationships where you can, or seek partners that allow you to self-sabotage or jeopardize situations, because or you get into relationships that are doomed from the start. So some of it has been self-inflicted, because you knew who this person was from the start. You knew what they were capable. The truth is, I feel like this person, notice the repetition of the swords, I feel like this person has hurt you time and time again. So why didn't you learn the lesson? Why didn't you learn the lesson back then? Why has it taken you these 10 of swords situation for you to see that this person isn't who they say they are? Because I feel like time and time again, they took your love for granted, and I think they've taken advantage of your kindness. But at the same time, I think you've played a role in this tower moment, or you've played a role, it doesn't matter if it was a minor role in this heartbreak, but you played a role in a sense where you allowed for this person to deceive you, or you believed their lies. I mean, sure, the magician's energy, this is someone who's a master manipulator, but to me, it feels like it's been done repetitious. And the tower moment is an energy of culmination. So it's like time and time again, this relationship failed, or this person hurt you, or they've broken your trust, or they've given you a reason to doubt them, or to doubt this. time and time again, and it got to the point where that was it. You know, there was this things had to change. You weren't willing to change them, or you weren't willing to accept that they had to change, but the universe made it so uncomfortable for you that you had no other choice but to see the situation for what it is and see the person for who they are. And sometimes, you know, when you're being made uncomfortable in a situation, it's because the universe wants you to change. It's because the universe is saying, you know, you need to do things differently. And when you're resisting it and you're not accepting it, the universe is persistent, and the universe can get, you know, very persistent. So the universe will put you in a position where you're so uncomfortable that you'll have no other choice but to respond to an energy of change and growth. So I feel like there is, you know, the Ten of Swords situation is, there is an ending that is taking place. There's an ending that's in sight, and it's an ending of a difficult situation, of a difficult period. If you've been going through heartbreak and heartache, this is relieving. Okay, this is, you know, tension that's relieving. This is pain that's healing. If you've had a lot of conflict as well, this is a resolution that is on the horizon. Okay, you've had those dark clouds that have crowded this situation for some time, but then the sun is going to, you know, break through. There's a silver lining, and the sun is going to break through those dark storm clouds, and it's going to shine again. It's going to shine the way forward here. So I think, you know, just hold on, put yourself first. Things are about to get better, and I think at the end of the day, I think, you know, this Tower moment was really a blessing in disguise, because it's about to reveal to you or it has revealed to you the truth of what this connection is, could be, or the truth of it all, and the truth of you and the truth of them. Okay, and if, you know, if this is someone whom you've ended things with entirely, see that faulty tower, that's crumbled because it was built on bricks of illusion, and it's giving you a chance, and it's created space in your life for a brand new romantic energy to come in, so that the two of you could build this tower together, one that is more sturdy and healthier, one that's more reliable and trustworthy. Alright guys, and these are your messages. Thanks for watching and listening. Please show your support by liking, sharing and subscribing to this channel. Bye for now.